What is up YouTube? Today, we're taking a look at the best revised SG552 attachments and calibrations in Delta Force. My last SG552 build was in March, and there have been enough stat changes since then to warrant a revision. This SG552 build has extremely little recoil, so much so that I often overcorrect. This setup prioritizes firing stability to reduce weapon bounce and stability to cut lens shake, while keeping ADS speeds and ADS movement speeds high so that we can strafe effectively in fights. The 45 round magazine is a must because of its insanely high fire rate, and combined with how controllable this build is, it lets you clear squads without frequent reloads and keeps the pressure on the enemy. The SG552 has a time to kill of 331 milliseconds if you hit all torso shots, but thanks to the high fire rate, the practical time to kill is better than other weapons because misses are less punishing than on other slower RPM rifles. It gets better too. This weapon rewards headshots and punishes limb shots due to its unique damage profile. It deals 15 to the arms and legs, 19 to the upper and lower torso, and 36 to the head. Each headshot drops your shots to kill by 1, which is why consistently landing headshots is the key to getting the most out of this weapon. Today, you're getting minimal recoil, a big magazine that keeps you in the fight, and a quick handling that makes it easy to stay aggressive. And with all of that said, let's get into the attachments. We begin with a blank SG552, starting off with the barrel where we only have one option, and it increases our range, muzzle velocity, and vertical and horizontal recoil control, so there's no reason to not put it on. And it also includes all of these slots, so let's put it on. Next up on the muzzle, we're picking the titanium contest muzzle brake because it helps your vertical and horizontal recoil equally, and it doesn't really have that much horizontal recoil, so the little bit that it does have, it's nice to get rid of so that you can just move the weapon down a little bit as you shoot, and there goes pretty much all of the recoil, which this weapon has almost none at the end of the build, so let's continue on by putting on the titanium contest muzzle brake. Next up on the foregrip, we're going for the X25U angled combat grip because of the same reasons, and it barely hurts our handling and stability, so we're just getting a huge buff of vertical and horizontal recoil control. Now in every single one of these rails and patches, we're going to be putting on the KC Hound handguard panel. Each one of these gives us +1 to the stability, and there are some pretty steep diminishing returns with the stability stat in this game, so we don't want to get too high on stability either. We're just going for the perfect number, the Goldilocks zone. Next up is the magazine where we're going for the 45 round extended mag because it doesn't really hurt our stats that much, and this weapon has an insane fire rate of 906 rounds per minute, so you really want that bigger magazine. Don't forget to put on the mag assist so that you can get that +1 handling there for free. Moving on to the optic, this is purely preference as usual, as always, but I do prefer going for something that is already on a riser, like the Cobra accuracy sight. That way there's no iron sights or anything that blocks your view. But again, you can really choose whatever you want here. And if you for some reason want to put a laser on the weapon, then you would definitely go for the riser here, the multi-purpose tactical riser, with whatever other optic you want and put the laser on top. But today we're going for the Cobra accuracy sight. Just remember that optics are purely preference. Just put on whatever you want here on the optic slot. I'm just going to be going for the Cobra accuracy sight here today. We move on to the rear grip where we go for the AR heavy tower grip to get that grip mount where we're going to be putting on the stable grip base for the extra stability and control with a minimal hit to our handling. It's pretty much perfect on this weapon. And last but not least, on the stock, we're going for the elite light stock so that you can get a lot of ADS movement speed because that is a very important stat. The more ADS movement speed that you have, the better that you can strafe, and that's useful at any distance. Now this is the finished build without any of the calibration, so let's take a look at the stats before we calibrate it so that you can see what will change. The damage fall off multiplier just got increased by around 2 meters if I remember correctly because of the barrel, so that's really not a big deal, and this is not going to change due to the calibration. So let's move on to the control where you can see that we have already cut the recoil by about 50%, which is absolutely insane on a weapon like this, and we're only going to make this better after the calibration. Our current firing stability is also very good, so you should really have no problems controlling this weapon. Moving on to the handling, even as is, without any improvements through the calibration, which we are going to make, these numbers are already very good for an AR, and yet we're still going to make them better. So let's move on to the stability now that you can see that our breath sway range and our movement stability, it's already at around halfway. We're going to increase it just a little bit. We're not going to help that. We're actually going to hurt it just by a tiny little bit. But all of the other stability stats are going to stay exactly the same, which is amazing because we're really not going to have any visual shake on this weapon. So let's move on to the calibration now so that we can make it even better. Starting off with the barrel here, where we can move the weight limit all the way to the maximum for the extra firing stability to make it even easier to control. You could go for ADS movement speed if you want to go even faster, but just for that extra little boost of firing stability, this is what we're going here for today. And the length all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS speed. Next up on the foregrip, we're moving the placement all the way up to the maximum for the extra control to make it easier, and the thickness all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS movement speed. On the rear grip, the weight limit all the way up to the maximum for the control again. As you can tell, this is really gonna have no recoil, and the thickness all the way down to the minimum for the extra hip fire aim speed, which is really your ADS times, so we're improving it by quite a bit by giving it this +4 hip fire aim speed. Then on the stock, the weight limit all the way to the maximum for the extra control, and the placement all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS speed also. It does hurt our firing stability, but that is exactly why we calibrated the barrel to the weight limit maximum here. And last but not least, on the optic, we're moving the eye relief all the way down to the minimum so that you can see as much as possible inside of your optics window here. So now let's take a look at the detailed stats to see the changes that we have made. And you can see that the damage fall off multiplier does not change at all, but I do want to point out the different damage profiles here. 36 to the head, 19 to the torso, 15 to the arms and the legs. So keep that in mind. Make sure, I want to drive this home, make sure that you hit the head and the torso. Try not to hit the arms as much as possible. So let's move on to the control now. You can see that this is absolutely bonkers here. We have pretty much zero recoil. We could even have less recoil if we really wanted to, but we don't want to do that because our handling needs to stay really good. And this is amazing for an AR. 334 milliseconds of ADS speed is no joke, and this kind of ADS movement speed is very good for an AR also. Again, you could turn it up even more if you want to through that calibration of the barrel, but this is a very good number already. Last but not least, on the stability, you can see that our breath sway range has really not changed much here, and it's really not going to affect you because this is a great number. Same thing with the movement stability, is also an amazing number. All you really need to worry about here though is that we're barely going to have any visual recoil. And now that you know the stats and we have dialed in our attachments and calibrations, let's hop into the firing range to see how it handles. On this first magazine, I'm not going to control any recoil. I'm actually taking my mouse completely off the mouse pad, and you can see how it's barely moving already. For the second magazine, I'm going to try to keep everything in a nice tight grouping as best as I can here while I control the recoil. Let's see what I can do. And you can see that I actually overcorrected just a little bit at the very beginning, and this is without holding breath. Now if I end up holding breath, you can see that it's even better. I kind of don't really have to move my mouse at all, only ever so slightly downwards. I think this is going to be a very popular build with the console players. I think this is going to be very good, very fun. The SG552 punishes badly placed shots but rewards skill incredibly well. Pair that with an extremely easy to control recoil, and you can see why it's one of the most popular weapons in the game. So have fun with it. And now that we have the build locked in, let's jump into a fun game in Ascension to see the setup in action. Enjoy! No way that worked. We're in Ascension playing as Luna with the SG552. It's a very good gun, as you just saw there. I really was not expecting that to work. Oh, she doesn't know? Yes! Got her ass! Oh my god, I got scared. We're waiting for people to join in still though. We only have, there's only 15 players in the match right now. So I don't really want to take the A point yet. I do want it to be a fight on the A point. This thing has barely any recoil. The ranges at which you can go full auto on this thing are absolutely insane. Let me revive you here. I desperately need ammo right now, and the whole team knows that I'm here, so let me jump down. No! Yes! Hold on, I'm still alive. No way. Hey, thank you for the ammo. Look at that. Maybe now I can pick up ammo? Let's go. Yes, yes, I got it. I have succeeded. I cannot believe that actually worked. Let's get out of here. Let's go kill some people now that I got ammo. Got her. She was not expecting that. The lobby seems to have been filled up here. Good, 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 good. I'm very happy with that, actually. Finally, now we get on the point. Now we start getting at it. I honestly really hate capturing the point too early, so I try to wait until the match fills up a little bit before I really start going for it. Oh, okay. There's so many Lunas on that team. I have become what I hate by playing Luna right now, though. Ooh, she almost got me. That was very good. Hello. Yes, let's go. Now we're capturing it. Let me stick around the outskirts so that I can get kills like that. And this guy did not expect me to be there. No, one more shot does it. I think I hit the arms way too much. Sadly, this weapon does have a lot of issues with the time to kill if you hit the arms. Hold on. There's another one right here, so I kind of don't want to ignore that. Let's talk about the gun a little bit here. We do have 45 rounds because the RPM on this thing, the rounds per minute, is absolutely crazy. It's 906 rounds per minute, which means we need a lot of ammo. We're going to run out of ammo quite quickly. I do wish I had like a 60 round magazine. That would be super nice for it. Okay. Back up. I can't believe I killed her and opened up the parachuting time. Now, who's shooting at me? Stop it. That was a warning shot. Scanning. All right, wait for that to end. Because I know there's a lot of Lunas on the enemy team. Oh, he was not expecting it. Who's up here? Oh, she was not expecting me from the side. This gun has so little recoil that my recoil control is a little too heavy sometimes, and I end up missing quite a bit. Oh, I think I hear someone right below. That's actually somebody else. I definitely heard a third guy. Yeah, that guy. I thought I switched. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're still alive. Whoa, thank you. Pretty easy headshot. That's a great segue for when I talk about the 36 damage that this gun does to the head. It's kind of insane. It's actually so much for an AR, especially because of the fire rate. So whenever you do get those headshots, all 3 in a row, your time to kill is ridiculously low. Come out. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Your time to kill is only 132 milliseconds if you hit all headshots. There's one. I know there's... Come on. Yeah. If you hit all torso shots, it doesn't matter if it's like upper chest or lower chest. Doesn't really matter. But if you hit all of that, then you're going to be doing 19 damage per shot. That means that your time to kill is going to be the 331 milliseconds of time to kill, which is not the best thing ever. But where it does straight up get bad is whenever you hit the arms and the legs, because then you're only dealing 15 damage per shot, which is just pretty bad, to be honest. You're not going to have a great time to kill there. It actually goes up all the way to 397 milliseconds of time to kill, which is quite slow, so you don't want to hit the arms and the legs. This gun really rewards skill, and it really punishes not being able to aim well. There's somebody right behind. Where'd they go? I saw them on the minimap. I literally don't see them. Ooh, hello. Haha, swatted him out of the sky. Who's this? There's another one. There's always another one. He's got a shotgun. I cannot believe I just missed all that. I need to stop missing. Please, don't knife me. Please, no. Oh my god. That is depressing. I gotta stop missing. Oh, right behind. Perfect. Who else? That's not good. Come out this way. There's too many. Unless I kill them, then it's fine. Where the SG552 gets even more interesting, though, I can't believe there were this many. Oh my god, there's another one? Who else? Is there another one? Somewhere? I'm so scared. There is. Holy crap. As I was saying, where it gets even more interesting, though, is whenever you've got a mix of headshots and body shots or arm shots. It's just mainly whenever you got a mix of headshots in there, that's when it gets super interesting. I'll tell you about the stats in a second. Oh, I'm right behind. This is perfect. I'm glad at least I got one of them this time. And two. There we go. That's much better than usual. They keep running away lately. I think they found out about the little trick. So I've been having worse luck trying to do that now. Yeah. He wasn't expecting that, was he? That was my last round too, without even realizing. Oh my god. How am I alive? Does that hit him? Oh, it does. Oh, that's perfect. Yes. Oh, did I hit? Yes, I did. Perfect. It's exactly what I want because there's always somebody up there. Don't want to let my teammate die from that. There we go. Whoa. Oh, I stuck him. Let's go. That's perfect. Look how many kills I just got off of that. That was amazing. This is why I hate Luna on the enemy team. That's why I hate her on the enemy team. Whoa. There's another one, though. There's another one. And that is a sniper. So I am kind of scared about that one. We run now. We do not run now. You know what? Not worth it. They gotta have a spawn beacon around there somewhere, right? Oh man, that is perfect. Whenever you do mix in that one headshot to the rest of them being body shots, your time to kill goes down by quite a bit. So you're actually at 265 milliseconds of time to kill whenever you get to do that. There's somebody right here that I need to... Yeah, no. That's too perfect of a head glitch. But you know what's really fun though? Whenever you get only headshots, I'm telling you, it's 132 milliseconds, which is crazy. But guess what? If you mix in 2 headshots, your time to kill goes down to 199 milliseconds. Oh, I see you. Yeah. I love how little recoil it has. Whoa! And 199 milliseconds is actually just kind of insane. There's no other AR that's going to be able to put up with that or against that. And that's really why this gun highly rewards skill and it kind of punishes bad shots. So you really got to be careful. I think there's somebody right here, no? Oh no, they're already dead. My teammate got him. Hello. Got him. Let's get behind, let's get behind. Let's put a little missile somewhere around here. Right there. Did I put it right where I wanted to? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go the other way now so I don't die by it. And I really hope I don't hit one of those satellites. I'm gonna be very upset if I do. Yes, there we go. She wasn't expecting the SG552, was she? Hey, I didn't hit a satellite. Okay, that was 4 kills. That was alright. That was alright. Not my worst. So because of how much this weapon rewards good aim and punishes bad aim, you really got to put in the work to go for those headshots. Once you do, you're going to be pretty much unstoppable. Oh, one more shot on that guy. I think I hit him on the arm way too many times there. That's what I mean by bad shots. You definitely don't want to hit the legs or the arms. Just want to focus on the head and the torso. No way I had that little ammo without realizing. There's somebody else here though. Ooh. Ooh, yes. We're doing it, team. We're doing it. Good job, team. That's the SG552. We had like, what, 80 kills, I believe? A nice little 26-minute game. That was very fun. I highly recommend it, especially once you put in the work to get those headshots. So in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of this brand new SG552 build. And if you have a way to improve it even more, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you on the next one. AuxOwl out.